So this is the Qiyi Thunderclap V3 M, and I really love the feeling of it. It's nice and quiet, and it's got that nice primary plastic on the internals, and I really love it. However, out of the box, it's kind of dry and tight, and I have one other problem with it, which I'll be going into more detail later, and hopefully fixing it. So what I'm going to be doing in this video is tensioning this cube, lubing it, and basically just fixing the all-around setup. So the first thing I'm going to do with this cube is completely take it apart and clean all the pieces of any lube. Alright, now that we got the cube disassembled, let's start the time lapse. Alright, so now that these pieces are all dry and ready to be lubed, we can assemble the cube and lube all these pieces. But before we do that, let's lube the core to eliminate any spring noise. Actually, this would be a perfect time for me to tell you guys the one problem I had with this cube. Every time you corner cut, you can feel little vibrations in the spring, and I think that's because of the conical spring. It can move around like that. So the way I'm going to try to fix this problem is do a spring swap with a cube that has normal springs. So here we have the normal springs of a Waylong GTS 3M, and I'm going to swap them with the conical springs on this cube. Alright, so now that we got this core back together with even tensions all around, let's put this cube back together to see what it feels like. I got the cube back together, and it actually did fix it. Okay, so it's a little bit tight on some sides, but that can be fixed. So now I'm going to properly tension it, and wow, that actually did a lot. It feels so much better. So if you guys have this cube and another cube with normal springs, I would definitely recommend doing it so the springs don't vibrate in the piece anymore and it feels completely normal. Alright, so now that we got even tension on all the cubes, it still feels pretty dry and slow, so I'm going to speed it up with some DNM. So we got 3 drops of DNM, and it's already feeling way faster and smoother, so I'm just going to add another 2 drops to make it feel a little better. Yeah, this is getting much better already. This cube is still pretty dry on the inside, so I think I'm going to have to add some weight 5. Okay, so let's break it in a little bit. Alright, so I did loosen it a lot, and I did expect that to happen. So I'm gonna tighten this cube off camera so you guys don't get so bored, so I'll be right back. Okay, so I tensioned my cubes pretty tightly, but if you have a Thunderclap V3, this is a pretty good guideline to look at. So it's still a tiny bit slow because of the weight 5. So in order to speed it up right now, I'm going to add a little bit of Comet. By the way, this stuff is absolutely amazing. It makes your cube feel really nice and smooth, so I would definitely recommend you guys go pick this up. I'll leave it in the link in the description along with this cube and my unboxing video. So I put in about 3 squirts, which should be pretty nice. So at first it's going to be a tiny bit slow, but it will speed up in a matter of salt. So anyway, I was able to maintain the feeling of the cube while swapping the springs, and I'm really happy with the outcome. So what I'm going to do is an average of 5, and I'll come back to you guys with my final results. So in the end, I averaged around 13, which is really fast for me actually, so I'm super impressed with the performance of this cube. Thanks for watching. This has been Cubing for Fun, and I'll catch you in the next one.